So can you start by introducing yourself?
Hi, my name is Catherine Lee.
And do you go by Catherine?
I go by Kat.
Oh, Kat. Okay. So do you think all this media attention is going to give you a little bit more of an ego, or are you taking it all in stride?
Yeah, I don't know what ego is. No, absolutely not. Taking it all in stride. I'm just excited that, it's bringing attention to the safety video, which we all know sometimes can be very bland and dry. So I'm just excited it's bringing attention to it, and hopefully more pastors will pay attention.
Let me ask you this. Did you ever have any acting experience before this?
No.
None?
None. No.
Did you have to do lots of rehearsals and multiple takes?
Well, it was over 2 days. We filmed it over 2 days. And there were, because I didn't have a teleprompt, so there were so many lines I had to read. So,
I was going to say, a lot of those lines are lines that you've probably said many times before.
they have, but, we have changed it up a little bit. Some of the verbiage has changed. So I was used to saying it just a little bit differently.
Oh, I see.
Oh.
And you weren't used to looking into a camera.
Correct.
Do you think now that you've got a taste for it, do you think maybe you'd want to get involved in acting or doing more media kind of stuff?
I really don't think so. I really enjoy my time here at Delta, and now that I'm training, it really is just so enjoyable. So right now, I'm really happy where I'm at.
Yeah, training kind of puts you in a position where you're performing every day in a way.
Yeah, it's true. I love my students.
So when did you first hear the term Deltalina?
I think it was over the weekend. Somebody used it on their website.
Yeah, so you read it then?
Mm-hmm.
What did you think?
That was crazy. I mean, I'm just, I'm just honored that somebody would think that I look anything like Angelina Jolie because she's so beautiful. And so I got a good chuckle out of it.
Yeah. The video's been described in other ways. Did you think that people got it right? There was one video, one website said it was sultry. Did you think it was sultry?
I don't think it was sultry. I mean, I think people will call it what they will.
Yeah.
Just, I think, the lighting was well done. I think we had a good group of people doing it. And, and I'm a redhead. I think everybody's used to the blonde. Maybe that's what it was that did it.
Was there a particular part of the video that's got more attention than other parts?
I think the finger wag.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, is that something you would ordinarily do when you talk to people?
No.
So that was something the director or Chris asked you to do?
Well, the director, it had been written in. So we decided to try it, and FAA liked it, and they approved it, and we went from there.
Yeah. So are people now asking you, hey, do the finger wag, do the finger wag?
It's interesting. Yes, absolutely.
How do you feel about that?
You know what? It makes me giggle.
Oh, does it?
But ultimately, if I know they're going to be watching the safety video on the plane, that's all that matters.
That's a good point. I think, anybody who travels a lot has gotten used to tuning it out. I don't think they're going to be tuning this one out, at least not for the first few times they see it.
Yeah.
But do you think that part of the reason you got picked for this part is that people see you as looking like a flight attendant?
Honestly, I would say no. I mean, I think I've got this crazy, bubbly personality that I think really shows through when somebody gets to know me. And, after I auditioned and then I also was filmed, I think that really showed through. And I think ultimately that is what sealed the deal for it.
Did you ever expect when you were filming this that you would get this much attention?
No, never in a million years. I mean, even when we were filming it, everybody was commenting, wow, this is going to be great. I think it's really going to take off. And, I had, like I said in my interview, I really did. I'd waited 10 and a half years to be in this video. And I remember graduating from training and saying, hopefully I'll be in a safety video one day because that would just be amazing. And now, I finally made the video. It was great to do. And I just never thought it was going to take off this big.
Well, that is interesting that you wanted to be in the safety video for that long. What do you think it is that made you want that?
I don't know. I just love Delta. I love my job as a flight attendant, and I just knew that I wanted to, be a part of it somehow. And I'm already an instructor, so I thought it's going to be fun to kind of clip it off. But I'm just glad, I get to be a part of a great video that was new and exciting, and I think there just is a lot of energy to it where some of the others have been a little bland.
By contrast, maybe.
Yeah. So, and I do notice when I fly, I mean, I don't blame the passengers that don't want to pay attention to the bland video. I mean, if this is what it takes to get passengers to watch a safety video and know about, the equipment and all that and the exits on the aircraft, well, then by all means.
Well, do you think that beyond that, even as an employee, as part of that team, that the success of the video makes you maybe feel that more than just getting them to watch the video, you're also sort of like promoting the company?
Oh, absolutely. You know what? I think every single person at this company is an ambassador to the company. You know, is a walking advertisement. So, you know, I'm always on stage, and I think every person is always on stage at this company, whether you're a flight attendant or you're a gate agent or a pilot. Everything we do, it's all eyes on us. So, this company.
How long have you been flying?
A little over 10 and a half years.
10 and a half years. And are you from the Atlanta area then?
You know what? Actually, I'm an Army brat. So I was born in Heidelberg, Germany.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, I kind of lived all over.
Oh, so and what was it then that made you want to be with Delta and for starters?
I knew I wanted a southern-based carrier because I'd gone to high school here in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And it was just very appealing.
Well, Kat, so thank you so much for the interview. Is there anything else that you wanted to say that I skipped over?
No, I mean, I think you covered everything, but I appreciate your time, and thank you for the interview.